Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you are doing well. I hope your health, God has given you health. I hope God has given you wisdom. I hope the Lord has been with you for all that long, from Monday to Friday, until we have been able to meet again. So without taking much of your time, here are the 7 tricks and tips you can use to curb overspending or unnecessary spending. How you can stop spending your money. So I have done some research, I've done some survey. I've been able to find out. Just guys, a brief explanation of what I'm about to give you. Have you ever started off the month with the best intention to save money, buying only what you need, steering a clear of sales display, or trying to watch your spending? Then, despite your best efforts, you find yourself bouncing back or getting back to square one. It seems that before you know it, you have spent more money than you had anticipated or you wanted. So don't beat yourself. It happens to many of us, including myself. So before you get your next credit card statement, wonder how to stop spending money. Here are the 7 tips and tricks you can use to stop overspending. First and foremost, you need to understand your spending triggers, the accelerators, the catalysts. So understand your triggers, spending triggers. In many cases, knowing how to stop spending money is to do with identifying emotional and psychological accelerator or catalyst or triggers, whichever you can call it, that cause us to spend money. So if you remove those triggers, you remove the temptation and opportunity to overspend. So the next thing you need to head out the door, keep this in mind. Time of the day, you can find that you have more energy during certain periods of the day. So if you do shop during times when you have more energy, it feels less stressful. So you will make a wiser spending decisions and think more wisely when you are relaxed and less pressure. Some of the triggers is environment. There are certain markets that make you want to spend, like advertisement. Find them. Example, calling to action. The offer lasts in 2 days time, maybe in a week's time. So those are some of the triggers you need to avoid. Then of course the other one is a mood. Different moods and emotional states can alter or can change our energy resources, making us more prone to impulse spending. For example, if you are upset, stressed or anxious, you may think more take therapy to feel better or short time gain. But instead of hitting the mall or your favorite internet shopping site, hit the gym and park. Going for walk, doing some exercise will do wonders for lifting your mood. So those are some of the accelerators you need to check, you need to avoid. Number 2 on our list is tracking your spending. The littlest purchases can easily add up, can easily increase, and by the time you realize the month it's already up, it has already piled up. So we can be facing a dwindling bank account and severe buyer's remorse. Tracking expenses is a key to successful spending because it keeps you accountable for every penny that you spend or every dollar that you spend. Once you are aware of where your money is going, you will be better positioned to be smarter with your spending choices and to identify areas you can cut back in. Number 3 on our list, stick to cash and stop relying on credit cards. It's more convenient to whip out credit cards to pay for your purchase when it is to account a bunch of bills. But this convenience is one of the reasons behind many people overspending. The downside of credit card is it is easy. It is with ease which you can overspend. We are none currently handing over our cards to make purchases. We often not aware of how much everything will add up at the end of every purchase or at the end of every shopping period. So going with the cash can literally save you a lot of money in a way that once you have spent, you have no you have no other temptation of thinking of maybe where to get some. So once you have spent that card, that's all. So you forget about it and go back. Once you have a credit, you'll be tempted to spend more than you had budgeted for. So one of the tricks or the tips you can use to avoid overspending is pressure, peer pressure. I need to fit in. You need to avoid this. I need to fit in. So do you tend to spend more money than you normally would? You are hanging out with friends. Even the most well-intentioned friends can be bad influence on us, especially if you have bad spending habits. They've got them, especially if you've got bad spending habits themselves. You can't afford to eat, shop, and vacation. The way friends do, it's okay to decline their invitations. As simple as that. Number 4 in our list is lifestyle. You are accustomed to a certain lifestyle. It could be difficult to give up when you suddenly encounter financial hardship. If your lifestyle ends up becoming bigger than your budget, you don't know how to stop overspending. You could end up in a worse case scenario. So you're bringing up also as an effect on your lifestyle choices. If you grew up in a household where money was always tight, you may feel urged to loosen the nuts to compensate for the things you were deprived of. The easiest way to start living within your means is to create a budget that is manageable, and then stick to it. You may have to sacrifice creature comfort, short-term comfort, but it will be worth it when you see your bank account fattening or coming out of a rodent. So delaying gratification, creating a budget and sticking to it can massively enable you build a huge financial fortune and possibly and consequently to avoid unnecessary spending. Number 4 on our list, forget your credit cards and literally and forgetfully you need to head out to a mall and a grocery store. Take only the amount of cash you can anticipate you'll need and leave the credit cards behind at home. Unless you know for certain this is going to buy something at card and you have a plan to pay it off, there is no need to carry your credit cards with you. Number 5 on our list is set a short-term financial goals. Setting out some attainable financial goals is a great way to stay motivated, as you always alter your spending habits. Having these goals will frequently remind you of reasons why you need to cut back on certain expenses and make a few sacrifices. Number 6 on our list is learning how to budget your money. Not having a spending plan can be the big reason a lot of people end up spending their money unwisely. If you don't know how much you can take home each month and how much our expenses can add up, we will continue to buy what we cannot afford, only to realize that at the end of the month that your bank account isn't as plus as we had anticipated. To solve this, it's important that you learn how to budget your money. So take a look at what you bring in compared to what you spend. Start by adding up all your sources of income and then tally up all your fixed expenses such as car payments, rent, debt, repayment, etc. Since these values are fixed, it is easier to budget around them. So learning how to budget is one of the most important things you can enable you cut on overspending. Guys, with that, I want to take this time to thank you for having given me your attention for that long. I would really appreciate if you turn on that notification bell so that you don't miss out each time I come up with these kind of videos. And in case you are new, please consider subscribing. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. See you next time. God bless you.